Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new Animation Chronicle 2023. This set is going to be based around quite a bit of cards here and there, but before we get into it, the cards that we see in the background is Junk Warrior with an alternative art that's referencing the anime of the unreleased official soundtrack, Synchro Summoning Theme, you say Fudo V0. But we also have this image right here to go off of that alt art. And also behind that, we have Earthbound Servant Geo Gracia. This will be a card coming out in this set, so keep an eye out in that in the future. But this set has a lot of things, cards from Rex Raptor, Colorless, Chaos King, or Chaos Overlord of Dark World, along with the rest of the Ancient Treasure cards from Triangle Zero and Totem Pole, along with a few other cards here and there. So let's get right into it, and let's get into the first one, which is Hell Hetzo Terra. If I butchered that, I'm sorry, paleontologists. It's a level 4 wind, 1400 attack, 1000 defense dinosaur. You can only use the following effects 2 and 3 of this card with the same name once per turn each. If your opponent controls 2 or more non-wind face-up monsters, this card cannot be selected as an attack target. During your main phase, you can add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, you can special summon this card, then you can add 1 polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. This looks like a custom card, and in my opinion, very, very nice. After that, we have Horndosaurus, or Hell Horndosaurus. It's a level 6 Dark Dinosaur Fusion effect, 2000 attack, 1800 defense. It takes the Kitto Top Terra plus 1 dinosaur or dragon monster. You can only use the following effects 1 and 3 of this card's name once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can place face up 1 field spell card from your deck or graveyard into your field zone. Oh my lord. Being able to activate any field spell is kind of broken in today's age. This card can attack directly the turn and special summon. Okay, that's fine. During your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 dragon or dinosaur monster. Okay, this card's honestly really good, and it helps support the new Transcend Drake cards, so in my opinion, these 2 cards are very good. Now, next up, let's get into Colorless. Colorless Overlord of Dark World. This is the card that I've been wanting for so long, and it's finally here. Chaos King of the Dark World. It is a level 12 Fiend Fusion effect, Mystery Attack, and Mystery Defense. Takes Rainbow Overlord of the Dark World plus 2 or more Fiend monsters. If this card is fusion summoned, destroy all cards your opponent controls. The original attack and defense of this card equal to the number of fusion materials used for the fusion summon of this card plus 1000. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up card you control. Quick effect, discard 1 card from your hand. The targeted face-up card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects this turn. This is a really powerful card for Dark Worlds, but the summoning condition is very, very hefty. Having to use Old Rainbow is kind of a little iffy in the text. It does show Rainbow as the fusion material. You can't use the new Over King, I think it is. But this card is really great, and I'm going to love to have it personally in my collection finally. Next up, we have this wonderful Synchro monster here. And it is a Earth level 6 Machine Synchro effect, Combat Wheel. It takes 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters, 25 attack, and 1200 defense. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters, super generic. Once per turn, this card on the field cannot be destroyed by opponent's effects. Very good. 2. Once during the opponent's battle phase, you can discard 1 card from your hand to activate this effect. This card's attack is halved the combined attack of all other monsters you control. Then place 1 counter on this card. During this turn, your opponent's monsters cannot select other monsters as attack targets. 3. When this card with a counter is destroyed the battle, destroy all monsters on your side of the field. Interesting. This card is not that good, in my opinion. But sometimes it happens, and sometimes we do get these cards that are not good. But after that, we have Pillar of Ahsoka. Level 3 rock effect, 0 attack, and 2200 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. If this card is summoned, including flip summon, special summon, normal summon, or any type of summon, you can add one equip spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is in attack position, then switch it to defense position. If this card is destroyed by battle or effect, you receive 200 life point. Or, yeah, 2,000 life point damage. So it is on the aspect of burn. So that's one thing that this deck can do. After the words, we have the Cabrera Stone. Level 1 Earth, Rock, 0 attack, and 0 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. If this card is summoned, including flip effect or flip summon, you can add one triangle O from your deck to your hand. If this card is in attack position, then switch this card to defense position. If this card is destroyed by battle or effect, you receive 1,000 life point damage. So these are pretty much like the anime, but we also have Triangle O, normal spell card. You can only activate one effect of this card once per turn. If you control Crystal Skull, Pillar of Ashoka, and Cabrera Stone, you can destroy all cards on the field. Your opponent receives all effect damage that you would receive this turn. Banish this card from your graveyard and target one of each Crystal Skull, Pillar, and Stone. Return those monsters to the deck, then you draw 3 cards. This card is really powerful, and you have to run these cards. And also Crystal Skull from Animation Chronicles 2022 or our Battle of Legend. After that, we have Totem Pole, continuous trap card. Rock monsters whose original attack is 0 cannot be targeted by opponent's effects. The second effect, once when your opponent declares an attack, you can negate that attack and place 1 counter on this card. 3. If this card has 3 counters on it, send it to the graveyard. 4. If you have 3 or more rock monsters whose original attack is in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, double all effect damage your opponent receives this turn. Essentially, you could do a total, you could probably get an OTK them with all this burn damage. That's pretty interesting. Next up, we have Drastic Draw. It's a normal spell. It is a Vrains reference card. So, you can only activate 1 Drastic Draw per turn. And also, you can only normal summon or special summon Cyberus monsters during the turn you activate this card. Banish all monsters you control, minimum 2. Draw 3 cards. So, essentially, you can summon out 2 free monsters and then get 3 draws and then continue forward. But it's something to think about it. 100% for sure. After that, we have Transaction Rollback. Transaction Rollback. Normal trap card. You can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. Pay half your life points. You can target 1 normal trap card in your opponent's graveyard, except another copy of itself. This effect becomes that trap card's effect when that trap card is activated. You can banish this card from your graveyard, pay half your life points, and target 1 normal trap card in your opponent's graveyard, except another copy of this card. I don't know why they're going to be running this. It's probably your graveyard, but I'm not too sure. This effect becomes that trap card's effect when that trap card is activated. So this card is actually very interesting because it's a copy effect, and in my opinion, some copy effects can be very deadly. And finally, we have Code Hack. It's a continuous trap card. Cyberus monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effects. Once per turn during the battle phase, or battle step, I should say. That's completely different from the battle phase. If your monster battles your opponent's monster, you can make your opponent's monster attack become 0. Neither the monster can be destroyed in that battle. Also, neither player can take damage from that battle. When your opponent activates a card or effect during the damage step where your Kotalker monster is attacking, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate that effect, then your attacking monster gains 700 attack. So all your Kotalkers would be up by 700, probably at a whopping 3,000. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video going through Animation Chronicles, the first look. And in my opinion, I'm really excited seeing all these old dinosaur cards. Colorless finally being a thing, and I'm happy that we finally got an art. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.